Hello, this is my response video to Andrew Ballina's Top 10 Rare and Out-of-Print DVDs. I'm going to put a link to his channel in the description box, and if you haven't checked out Andrew's channel yet, go ahead and do so. He's an awesome YouTuber. He's got a great collection of horror movies on DVD and Blu-ray, even VHS tape. I'm going to put a link to his channel in the description box, so go ahead and check him out if you haven't already. Alright, before I get started, I'm going to do one honorable mention, and that is Maniac Cop. And this is the Canadian release through Legacy. I think this one is like borderline bootleg. The main reason to have this release is because it's the extended Japanese cut. Although I think the transfer isn't very good. Might even be full frame, I'm not sure. But I don't know. But I'm happy to have it in my collection. Eventually I'll get the Blue Underground release on Blu-ray. Alright, now on to the top 10. There we go. So as you can see here, my first pick, well, number 10, is The Omen Steelbook. This was released through 20th Century Fox. This came out back, I think, 2007. They had a whole line of steelbooks that Fox was doing. I wish they kept doing it, because all the steelbooks they released at the time were really awesome. Like, they had one for the RoboCop, Platoon, and Fight Club. There were some other ones too, I just can't remember them. But this is my favorite artwork for this movie. In fact, I didn't even bother with the Blu-ray when they released it on Blu-ray, because I preferred the artwork on this release to the Blu-ray. Here's the back. And I guess the only downside with this release is that it's got the writing on the back, as opposed to like those little cards that you can kind of slip off, like the J card. And there is artwork on the inside. You can see like the tombstones there. And you got the two pictures of Damien on the discard. Alright, number 9 we have Cheerleader Camp. And this is the Anchor Bay release of this. This one was out of print, but when I originally picked it up it wasn't. But it went out soon after that. It's a horror comedy. I think the original title was Bloody Pom Poms. I think there's like a poster of the original title right there. I don't know if it played in the theaters as Bloody Pom Poms, but I remembered it under the title Cheerleader Camp. Alright. We're at number 8. And we have an arson release, If I Die Before I Wake. And this is a home invasion movie. I was really excited when I found this at the pawn shop. It's a decent movie, but it is full frame. It probably needs to be re-released. Oh, dropped it there. Alright, number 7, we have the first Code Red title, and it is Devil Times 5. It's a killer kid movie, well, 5 evil kids, or psychotic children. I haven't seen this movie in a long time, since the VHS days. I really need to watch this one again. And we'll probably do so soon. What number? I think we're at number 6. Then we have The Entity. Now this one was re-released through Anchor Bay not too long ago, but the main problem with that re-release is that they didn't put any special features on it. Now this is the original release, and it does have special features. Let's see what it has here. It's got a documentary and a director's commentary. So this is that whole ghost rape film. I don't know if you remember this from 1981. Alright, at number 5 we have The Relic, and this is the only out-of-print Blu-ray that I have in my entire collection, not just horror movies. I picked this one up for really cheap a few years back, like $5 at a Giant Tiger. It's a pretty cool monster running amok in a museum type of thing. I need to watch this one again too, because it's been a while since I've seen this movie. Alright. Number 4, we have Dead Pitt, and this is also a Code Red release, and this was the very first Code Red movie I picked up. I remember watching this movie back in the VHS days, and I really liked it, and that version was cut, and finally I was able to see it uncut with this release. Although Best Buy had an exclusive for this, where it had an extra disc, I'd love to get that version at some point, even though it's pretty much the same movie. You know, like, I don't know if there's enough stuff on that second disc to warrant even having a second disc, but you know, that'd make it even more rare than this version, I guess. the back here. Alright, so number 3, we have Possession. And this is that weird 1980s movie starring Sam Neill and Isabella Gente. This is such a weird movie. It's like there's so much going on. Like the girl's having an affair with a monster, and it's just messed up. But I was really excited when I was able to get this movie, because I remember like the first time I ever watched it, it was on VHS tape, and they really butchered the hell out of the movie. They cut 30 minutes out, they rearranged scenes, put in stupid special effects. You know, it was just totally ruined this film. This movie does need to be re-released. I know there was a release in Region 2, but I don't think we're going to ever see one for Region 1 anytime soon. Alright, and number 2, we have a double feature, and it's Cabin by the Lake and Return to Cabin by the Lake. I originally bought this for my wife, and otherwise I wouldn't have picked it up at all. I picked this up when it first came out because my wife really wanted to see the sequel, because we had watched the first one, and it was okay. Like, Judd Nelson plays like this writer who likes to kill women, and then he, ties them to a rock and dumps them in the lake by his cabin. And I guess he also wrote a book about it. His whole thing is he had to actually do it to write a book about it. Still haven't gotten around to watching the sequel, and I've had this thing for like 13 years. But this one goes for good money. It's probably due for, or overdue for a re-release. Okay, and last up, we have Bride of the Reanimator. And this is the Pioneer Special Edition. Now, this is the only edition on Region 1 that has special features. Like, a lot of people are upset because the other DVD was full frame, but I think the film was shot open matte, and this release gives you the option of making it letterboxed or watching it open matte for both versions of the movie, because it comes with both the unrated and theatrical. Let's see, the special features are like deleted scenes, and there is a commentary, but it's only on the theatrical cut. So I remember when I originally got this, I really wanted to have the first movie because it was really hard to find at that time, but this is now the rarest edition of the 3 movies for Region 1. Alright guys, so that's my top 10. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe to Andrew Ballina if you haven't. As I said before, the link will be in the description box. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll talk to you all later.